Hello everyone, my name is Nick Potter and I'm head of DT here at Bede Senior School. You'll get a chance to choose DT as part of the creative carousel in your first year here. If you're the type of person who likes to pick things up and look at what they're made from and how they're put together, then DT is the very subject for you. Both Mr McDonald and I are keen designer makers. There's nothing we like more than getting our hands dirty at making something in the workshops at school. The following slides will hopefully give you a flavour of what we do in DT at the senior school.
So this is the first project, the box project. This could be just a jewellery box or a box for just storing bits and bobs. You'll be cutting the joints by hand, they're finger joints, and then you'll be gluing it up. This could take you the first 4 weeks of the project, and then when you come back on the next rotation, you'll be cutting in the hinge for the lid and designing something on the lid and fixing it on. So the second project you might do is the badge project. You design and make a badge of any design that you like. You cast it in pewter. You get the chance to use the brazing torch, which is a massive flamethrower. It's great fun. Don't worry, you won't get burnt. I'll teach you how to be safe. Then you'll file and shape the badge, and then finally you'll add a splash of colour with resin. Okay, so now I'm going to show you around one of the workshops. This is my room, CH6. Some of you may have been here before on one of the Bede experience days, but to most of you, it's going to be a new experience. So let's go in and see what we can see. It's nice and bright in my room. Walls have been knocked down to make it bigger over the years. Here you can see one of the 3D printers that we have. We've got 3 in the department, used for modelling and things like that. Various bits and bobs you can see on the side there to make life more enjoyable in a DT room, like music. On the side here, you see some models. This is the big desk that we have about 12 to 15 people around for doing drawings and whatnot, in theory. In the background, you can see some machines, laser cutter, there's a CNC machine, whiteboard for traditional sort of work on the board. There's a big green metal lathe there, various projects around the corner, desks, as you may have seen them before, we're working on. There's wood lathes, there's a bandsaw. Again, lots of projects being finished off, so it's a bit scruffy, unfortunately. Pillar drills, we've got scroll saws, disc sanders, lots of things for you to have a go at when you get here. And there we are, that was quick. All done. Just like the prep school, we also have activities in the afternoon. So on a Thursday, you could join the jewellery activity. You don't have to be an expert at all. You'll be taught by Mr McDonald, the other DT teacher in the department, and he'll start with the basics, and then you'll move on to design and make your own piece of jewellery. It could be a ring, a bracelet, or a necklace. Now this activity is very popular with the girls, but it's also open to the boys, as you can see from the picture above. Now, the joinery or workshop activity is a chance for you to come and design and make anything you like, from a simple picture frame to a wall cabinet. You get to use other tools and machines you've not been able to use during lesson time with me or Mr McDonald. This is a very, very popular activity, so sign up quickly or you might be disappointed. Having had such a great time in your first year in DT, you may decide to choose a GCSE option. It's 50% theory and 50% coursework. Lessons work on a rotation of theory, design, and make, and rotate like that all the way through the year. Now, the pictures you see are coursework projects that students have made over the last year or two, and there are some very interesting examples you can see. Chairs, boxes, wagons, lamps, and tables, but you can design anything you like. Just when you thought that was it, you can go on and study A-level after GCSE. Now this is for students who've achieved level 7 or above at GCSE. Again, it's a 50-50 course, 50 coursework, 50% theory. The final products tend to be items that the students' parents have requested them to make, like a wine cabinet or a bench for the garden. All the examples you see here have also won prizes at the South of England show at Ardingly over the past 3 years. Each year, Bede's DT students in Upper 5th and Upper 6th design and make some stunning pieces of practical work as part of their non-examined assessment. Our exhibition is a way of showcasing student talent. It would be a shame if the only people to see these fantastic products were the examiner and the students. In the 7 years since we introduced the DT exhibition, we presented some extraordinary, creative, challenging and beautiful objects, and 2020 is no exception to this. This year, we have almost 40 students who have made products for festival goers, people travelling, young children visiting the zoo. To say that some of the pieces are ambitious is to understate the students' achievements massively. It's hard to believe that all the work you see here is done by teenagers. As we zoom around the show now, you can see some of the bits that have been done. The skateboard rack there was a very interesting one, a bit different from the usual. Scooting around now to the left-hand side, you'll see some design work. Now, I haven't talked much about this so far today, but designing is a key part of the subject. You'll see some examples of it just here. Unfortunately, I went a little bit too quick with my video shoot, but there we go. So we're just coming to the end of the show now. I'll let you watch the last few bits by yourself.
All that's left for me to say is I hope you enjoyed seeing what we got up to here at the senior school, and I look forward to seeing you all in September.